All right, today we're diving into a tool that's really trying to shake things up in data engineering. It's called Mage, and the big idea here is to inject AI right into the core of how we build and manage data pipelines. So yeah, let's get into it.
Look, if you've ever had to build a data pipeline, you know this pain. They're the backbone of, well, everything. Analytics, AI, you name it. But man, building them and keeping them from breaking, it's often this super complex, manual, and just slow process. It's a huge headache, and that's exactly the problem Mage is designed to fix.
So, here's the plan. We're going to start with the big picture, the modern data challenge. Then we'll check out Mage's free open source tool. After that, we'll see how you scale up with Mage Pro, dig into the really cool AI features, and finally, see what it all looks like in the real world.
Okay, first things first. Let's just quickly set the scene. We're all sitting on mountains of data that could be incredibly valuable, but there are all these hurdles in the way of actually, getting that value out.
And this right here is the heart of the problem. You can think of data pipelines as the digital plumbing for a company. They're essential for moving data around and getting it ready for use. But so often that plumbing is leaky, brittle, and takes a ton of manual work to keep flowing. That whole process becomes a massive bottleneck.
So how does Mage suggest you start? With their open source version. And I love this analogy. Think of it as your own personal local workshop for crafting data pipeline.
Right, so Mage OSS is totally free, and it's self-hosted, which means you run it on your own machine. You have complete control. You can get it running on your laptop in just a few minutes, no credit card, no asking for permission. It's all about giving the developer a powerful space to build real, production-ready pipelines right from the start.
The whole experience is built around flexibility. You're not stuck with just one language. You can build your pipelines block by block, mixing and matching Python, SQL, or even R in the same workflow. It all happens in the slick notebook-style UI that feels super interactive and makes it easy to document what you're doing. Plus, all the must-haves are there: connectors, scheduling, visual debugging. And for anyone in the dbt world, this is huge. You can run your dbt models right inside Mage. That's a big deal.
And for those of you who like to peek under the hood, the tech stack is exactly what you'd hope to see. It's mostly Python on the back end, which is perfect for heavy-duty data work, and TypeScript on the front end, which is why the interface feels so fast and modern. And seriously, getting started couldn't be easier. Whether you're a Docker fan, a pip purist, or you live in Conda, you can get this thing up and running in minutes. The barrier to entry is super low, so you can spend your time building stuff, not fighting with setup scripts. Okay. But what happens when your one-person project needs to become a team-wide initiative? Well, you graduate from that personal workshop to what you might call a smart factory. And that's where Mage Pro comes in.
So the big difference between OSS and Pro is really all about scale. Mage OSS is perfect for you, on your laptop. Mage Pro is built for teams, for entire companies. The focus totally shifts to things like collaboration, serious security, and running in the cloud. And this is key. Pro is where you unlock the really advanced AI features and get dedicated support.
Mage Pro is also super flexible in how you deploy it. You can go with a fully managed option where Mage just handles everything for you, or you can do a hybrid approach where your data and compute stay in your cloud, which is great for security. And for companies with really strict rules, you can run the whole thing inside your own private cloud environment. And making that jump from the free version to Pro is designed to be pretty painless. You can just sync your existing projects straight from Git, and from there you can start doing all the serious stuff like setting up separate dev and production environments, locking down who can do what with role-based access, and keeping an eye on performance. And this is the stuff that makes it truly ready for the enterprise. We're talking about things like tight security controls, deep observability so you're never flying blind, and intelligent auto-scaling that just handles spiky workloads for you. You get the whole package, backed by support guarantees you need for your most important data pipelines. All right, now we get to the part that feels a little bit like magic. This is the AI stuff that's built right into Mage, and it's designed to be your magical sidekick for data engineering.
I think this quote really nails what they're going for. The point isn't just to help you code faster. It's about augmenting your own skills, automating the boring stuff, and letting you focus on the creative, problem-solving parts of the job. You get to be way more productive, but without the burnout that usually comes with it.
So what does this AI sidekick actually do? Well, pretty much everything. You can literally describe a pipeline you want to build in plain English, and it'll generate the code to get you started. As you're working, it gives you smart suggestions. If something breaks, it helps you debug and can even suggest a fix. And once the data is flowing, it can help you analyze it. Now, this is the most important part to understand. This AI is not just a generic code generator like you've seen elsewhere. It is data aware. What does that mean?
It means it actually understands your data schemas, your table structures, and your pipeline dependencies. So it won't just suggest some random Python code. It'll suggest a SQL join that it knows makes sense for your specific tables. It has real domain-specific intelligence. So let's bring it all home. How does this all come together? What are people actually doing with Mage out in the wild?
The use cases are really broad. You see it being used for the fundamentals, like running SQL and dbt models to create that single source of truth for analytics. It's amazing at just pulling data in from all kinds of sources, but it also scales all the way up to the really advanced stuff, like automating the entire workflow for machine learning and even large language model applications.
In the end, it doesn't matter if you're using the free version on your laptop or the full enterprise version in the cloud, the goal is the same. It's all about helping you and your team move faster, work smarter, and finally unlock all that incredible value that's just sitting there, hidden in your data.
And that kind of leaves us with one last question to think about. We live in a world where data is supposedly the new oil, right? But often, the biggest thing holding us back are the tools we're using. Your data is sitting right there, ready to go. The real question is, are your tools? Thanks for tuning in.